my name is Barbara McGovern, and I have a question for you. What if your life was about to end? Would you want someone to help you? What if it was your parents or your spouse or your child's life that was about to end? Would you want someone to help them? According to OPTN, which is the Organ Procurement and Transplantation Network, as of March of 2011, there are over 110,000 men, women, and children that are currently awaiting a life-saving transplant. Let me tell you about the need that exists within the U.S. and then also about how it affected my family. According to Donate Life America's website, every 10 minutes a new name is added to the waiting list. An average of 18 people die every day due to the lack of available organs. And although 90% of Americans say they support organ donation, only 30% know the steps to take to become one. Let me tell you about my experience. My dad was an organ transplant recipient. He had type 1 diabetes, which means he developed it as a child, and as the years progressed, it eventually killed his kidneys, which required that he go on the organ transplant waiting list to await a kidney and a pancreas. During that time, he was on kidney dialysis, which basically removed the toxins from his body that his kidneys were no longer able to do on their own. And after 3 years of that, he finally got the call in the middle of the night saying that his organs were available. Now, if his donor had not made that choice to become an organ donor, then my dad might not be with us today. It was that crucial decision that saved my dad's life. The best way to help someone like my dad or others like him that are still waiting is to become an organ donor. Although there are 86 million registered donors now, they're still not meeting the needs of the people that are on the waiting list. The reason for that is there are so many factors that play into the compatibility between recipients and donors. Some of those include blood type, organ size, location, age, and health. With all those different factors, it also leads to long wait times on the list. According to UNOS, which is the United Network for Organ Sharing, average wait times are 3 to 8 months for a heart, 8 to 15 months for a liver, 15 months to 2 years for a lung, and 3 to 5 years for a kidney. Also, I want to dispel some of the common myths that are associated with organ donation. Myth: if an emergency room doctor knows that I'm an organ donor, they won't work as hard to save me. Fact: saving your life is the #1 priority. ER doctors have nothing to do with organ donation decisions. Myth: your history of medical illness will prevent you from being an organ donor. Fact: at the time of death, organ transplant medical professionals will review your medical history and determine at that point whether or not you're eligible to be an organ donor. With the recent advances in transplantation, many more people are able to donate now. Myth: organ donation disfigures the body and changes the way it looks in a casket. Fact: organ donation does not alter the appearance of the body for funeral services at all. And last, myth: some religions prohibit organ donation. Fact: all major organized religions not only condone and support organ donation, but also consider it an act of charity. Just imagine the joy that you could bring to another family's life when they get the call and they realize that someone elected to give the gift of life. According to Mayo Clinic, one donor can save the life of 8 people and can enhance the lives of 50 more. It costs the donor family nothing, and the rewards to the recipient are immeasurable. If you're not already an organ donor, let me show you the steps to take in order to become one and how easy it is. First and foremost, talk to your family. Although Florida law doesn't require family consent, some states might. So it's crucial to make your family aware of your wishes so that when the time comes, they can carry out your request without any confusion or delay. Next, go to www.organdonor.gov, and up at the top right-hand side, select your resident state from the drop-down box and hit go. That's going to take you out to your state-specific registry and allow you to input your information to become an organ donor. Lastly, as an option, next time you're at the DMV, let them know that you want to be an organ donor and they can put that on your license. It really is just that easy. And if you're already an organ donor, I encourage you to inspire others to make the same selfless decision that you did. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for listening.